All right, guys. So Call of Duty is now totally desperate. They know their time is up and they're pissed and they're not going to go down without a fight. So they put out a statement here, and I figured we could read it because it's totally ridiculous. And we're going to break it down as we go. So, from Activision and Raven Software, subject: you left COD for Battlefield 6 and we hear you. So, right off the bat, it sounds kind of positive, actually. Dear players, we've noticed some of you decided to move on to Battlefield 6. And honestly, we get it. Giant maps, vehicles, chaos, no one camping in the same corner for 20 minutes. What's not to love? Okay, so this seems pretty reasonable so far. But before you go, let's be clear. Call of Duty didn't fall off. You did. We gave you weapons. You wanted laser beams. Not sure what they even mean by this. We certainly did not ask for laser beams. You gave us the laser beams. We gave you skill-based matchmaking. You called it sweaty, and that's because it is sweaty. No one has asked for skill-based matchmaking. You keep insisting on shoehorning it into the game, and we consistently tell you it's ruining the game. Skill-based matchmaking, probably more so than anything else that you've done to the game, has just been so toxic. You load into a game and you go 15 and 15, sweating your ass off for every single kill. Nobody's having any fun. What you needed to do was have it just be peer-to-peer, and you load in based on connection. Some games you're going to get clapped, and some games you're going to dominate. That's the way Call of Duty was back in the 7th gen, and that's what made it king and made it so much fun. Then they go on to say, we gave you voice chat. You said bad words. Well, yeah, because you're a bunch of sensitive liberal pussies, and you don't want anyone to say anything. You want to cancel everybody. You want to shut everybody up. You want to be language police. And that's also not how Call of Duty ever came about. Back in the day, that was part of the game, was trash talking, swearing at people, cussing, just saying the most vulgar things that you could possibly even come up with. Now, you even just tell somebody to shut the fuck up, and you've got a 2-week chat ban. That's part of the problem with DEI, is you get all these people into Activision who aren't even gamers. They're just a bunch of DEI political hires, and they're trying to ruin gaming for all of us. So that's another reason why we are leaving the game, so you guys can fuck off. Then they go on to say, and let's not forget about the camping epidemic. Well, that's because of the kind of maps you're producing. Entire teams turning into statues because moving your analog stick apparently burns calories. I don't even understand what they're getting at here. Or aim assist, we didn't want to make it that strong, but you begged us to help control players compete with mouse users who actually aim. This must have been written by a retard. We built the playground, you threw sand in each other's faces. So yes, you left for Battlefield 6, but don't worry. We'll still be here when you come crawling back, ready to complain about the next thing we, quote, ruined. Well, I have sad news for you, Activision. We won't be crawling back this time. Yeah, we may have done that in the past, but people are over your shit. People are done with you. And I'm not, like I said, I've said this 1,000 times now. Black Ops 6 was the final nail in the coffin for me. I was going to give COD one last shot just because I had a little bit of faith left in Treyarch because they've been the best developer over the years. But that fucking game was fucking terrible. So I'm officially checked out with the series. And people said that I was bluffing and I was going to buy the game when it came out and I wasn't going to stick to it. Go fucking check my games list. Check my games list on PlayStation. Check it on Xbox. I don't fucking have the game. I'm not getting the game. There's nothing about the game that interests me whatsoever. I didn't play the beta. What's the point? I'm not going to buy the game, and I knew downloading the beta would just be a waste of my time. They weren't going to change anything. They never do. All the footage I've seen of the game doesn't look any different than Black Ops 6, so I'm done with it. I couldn't care less about COD anymore. The only thing I'm holding out for at this point is a World at War, Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer, and Black Ops 1 remaster. Beyond that, I want nothing left to do with Call of Duty. And like I said at the beginning of the video, they know their time is up, their time in the spotlight is up, and they're going down in flames, and they're just attacking everybody on their way down. They're attacking the fans, the people who gave them their success, their money, and their fame. and they wonder why nobody wants anything to do with the series anymore. So Activision, you guys can go fuck yourselves. You ruined COD with your toxic skill-based matchmaking that nobody asked for. And if anything, we've been asking for it to be removed from the game for years. Getting rid of the lobbies, having the lobbies disband after every game, non-stacking kill streaks, making the nuke only a gun streak, not letting anybody talk shit or say anything really, trying to cancel everybody, trying to shut everybody up, trying to language police everybody. Not listening to, I mean, we give you plenty of actual feedback. You keep saying you're listening to the feedback, but then yet you do the opposite of what we said. Just look at the disaster that was Modern Warfare 2 2022. When the beta was out for that game, we ripped them to shreds on almost everything. We told them, why does the third perk have to wait for it to activate? It's fucking stupid. Undo that. They didn't fix it. And I think one of the biggest complaints, the biggest pieces of feedback about that beta was stop making Dead Silence a field upgrade, make it a perk. So their statement was to say, we've heard your feedback, and then they went on to say how we were wrong as players for wanting Dead Silence to be a perk instead of a field upgrade. And they essentially said, we're keeping it the way it is because that's the way we think it should be, but thanks for your feedback. Well, why'd you ask for it then if you weren't going to listen? So I'm done with these assholes. Call of Duty is done, and they're pissed, and they're bitter, and they're butthurt about it. But you have no one to blame but yourself, Activision, and Raven, and Infinity Ward, and Treyarch, and all you cocksuckers who ruined our game over the years. Battlefield 6 is awesome. I don't have it yet, but I've played it a couple times. I'm going to be picking it up soon. I've just been really busy lately, but I'm going to be on that game for sure. Trust and believe. Let me know, guys, in the comments what you think about this disgusting, disrespectful mockery of a statement that they've put out towards the people who made them rich and famous. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys all next time.